Clearing wards with the oracles, I should say. Mass ward clearing everywhere. I know. And Epic's going for it.
More wards going down to be
This
cleared.
is a really smart choice. It's down to half. They might get this one. Trundle's nearby. Vane's there, but this is...
Vayne is standing way too far on the outside, but she can't also put herself inside. The damage she's about to take. They do get Baron, though. She turns. The ulti is on, and she has been duplicated. That is a lot of damage coming out. They are facing the odd one now, but that's exactly what they want. The odd one's tanky, but look at how much Baron and the fight itself.
Amazing.
That is not what TSM
them.
wants, and you can see how fast they are retreating from this.
And I'm surprised at Reginald because he has like a sixth sense for Baron, and he was like, I'm going to go take blue. Oh, we lost Baron.
Right.
Bad for them. It was a nice try in the steal by Skarner. He tried to jump in there, suppress the fight and fight for himself. It did not work. Did not get his fingers going fast enough, unfortunately. And Epik really, really, really wants to push. Without Skarner, they have a really good chance of pushing here.
Yeah, what a great time for a minion wave as well. They do have a minion wave there to challenge, but it looks like Vayne is just going to focus on the turret. That's exactly what you should do. Bangs up Reginald. Down. Wow, that Condemn doing so much damage as the third bolt hits. She gets just one heal, but she gets hit by 3 Sork balls instantly. And I think that did enough damage. Salsi coming up on his ultimate. It looks like they're forced out of this one. Tristana jumping. She won't be able to do that for quite some time. Did not get a kill off it. Trundle moving very quickly, though. It looks like Nyut will go down. 400 for an Oracles.
Yep, 3 for 1 with the turret to trade. Really great fight by TSM. They got in there and dealt enough damage. They dove on the Karthus, but Karthus was like, I'm going to kill Vayne. Q, 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 R. Vayne dropped down. The ult still hit really hard, and they got to pick up that kill onto the Udyr. And TSM back into the base. The gold is identical. The turrets, the kills, almost identical as well. But TSM in the base, 3 dead. There's no way they can stop this.
Wow.
No Karthus, but it's 4v2. Time bombs could be good. There are no minis. It was a full backdoor, but it's not enough to matter. KX probably won't get caught here. Yeah, time bombs are not too much. Yeah, you're right. A great pillar there.
That would have been easily just him slowing down Tristana right there, as if that pillar didn't go off and he had to use the utility to catch. So that would have been great for them. However, you know, TSM was quite tanky, so that was probably more of just get off my front doorstep.
Yeah, pretty much. The one thing to point out, though, is Skarner has 0 MR, basically. He's really not built magic resist on any single item in the game. It's just roots and masteries. But when the only mage is Zillion, that's fine, because he will not really focus you at all, and it won't really be a big deal whatsoever.
Right.
So they're building extremely smart here. Here's the Warbox coming out just now from Dyrus. I expect an Atmos soon after. That'll give him an even more armor tank and a lot of damage. He's got the Trinity Force as well. The Metamoon is already full stack. 270 attack damage is phenomenally high. He's going to hit people really, really hard, and he's been doing so. But it's like they need the double Vayne to win those fights. When they have the double Vayne, Odd One dies really quickly, and I think Odd One is a great choice to go for, although with Warden's Mail it becomes more difficult. Because he's constant damage up and he's constant disruption.
Right.
And you want to get rid of that kind of guy first. You really do. And Epik says, well, we have Baron buff still. Let's keep going.
Yeah, great pressure here by Epik. Trundle's going to come in with the Contaminate, and they know that that pillar can really disrupt a lot. If Vayne cannot move and shoot, they are not going to want to initiate on this fight. They're going to want to protect her until Westrice is in a good position to do so. Flash is going off. I believe that was onto Chaos. It's just Dan Din going crazy onto Chaos, but he's getting too much sustain from the special. And this could have been pretty detrimental for them. So much damage coming out. The ulti from the Requiem. Can they shut down Chaos here? That bound to go off. Will he be able to make it into the fountain time? No, he goes down. And with this minion wave coming up mid, Epik puts themselves in a very good spot to do a lot of damage. They have a lot of minions to oppose this. This may not be game for them, but they are doing good damage here. 4 down for another 30 seconds, 40 seconds at most. The first Nexus turret to go down, looking very grim for TSM, and it looks like an amazing last base battle with Baron is what does it for Epik Gamer here at MLG Providence.
Wow, that was phenomenal. That initiation was great. Dan jumped on Chaos. They managed to push back Karthus and still do the damage to him. And I'm not sure what happened because I could have sworn Vayne used Condemn on someone else, but Karthus was not in range for his Defile or lay waste. He died, and then Vayne was alive, and Vayne just didn't die. And Vayne was just like, oh, stop, guys. I'm in pretty good shape right now. Let me just go ahead and kill everyone real quick. You just saw Odd One and Rayman just drop so fast. They completely got melted by double Vayne. You got Salsi there with his ultimate as well. Revived whoever took damage first. That team fight, and that's a month back at IPL where they're like, you don't let us do Yorick, Zillion, Vayne.
Yeah.
A month later, You don't let him do Yorick Zillion Vayne. You just don't, because that team will destroy you. Wow, that was phenomenal. All of these games have been so amazing this day. So we do know the rest of these matchups here. Epic Gamer in the winner. Actually, have just won the winner bracket final. They're into the grand finals.
Yes.
We're going to have a loser bracket finals tomorrow, which is going to be Team Solo Mid against Dignitas.
Yep.
It's going to be a fresh best of 3 for these guys. Reflex already 4th place. Unfortunately, are out, but we're onto the floor for an interview right now.
Hi, guys. I am here with Dan Din again. After an amazing win, audience going crazy for him. It's got to feel great. In fact, because of the stream delay, you actually got to walk over here and watch that final fight again. How happy are you right now, Dan?
I'm very happy. The hardest team that we thought we were going to have to face, we actually ended up winning. As a matter of fact, we won the last 3 times in the 3 tournaments, but I get scared every single time.
Wow, and you know, again, TSM, your brother, are you not going to be able to talk to him for a couple hours? How does this take? Do you guys just walk over and a big hug, or is it a little tense for a little bit?
Basically, what we do is whoever wins last is better, so I've been better than him for the last 3 months, I think. So he's pretty much, I can't say the word, but you guys know what I mean.
So off of that topic, what can we expect from you guys tomorrow?
We can just go out and give it our best. Like, I'm still scared as hell against them because they won 7 out of the last 7 scrims against them. So.
Now, one last question before we go back to freaking Rivington. A good friend of mine, a professional player, Double Lift, once quoted you as saying, "The Dins are natural-born leaders." Obviously, that's true, as we've seen today, both you and your brother leading teams. I just want to know, how did you guys end up in leading both of these 2 teams against each other?
Basically, we used to be on the same team, and we're actually probably the best team at the time, but we just bumped heads too many times because he'd make calls, I'd make calls. He says, "You're wrong," and then I said, "No, you're wrong," and it didn't work out.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for the interview. I cannot look forward tomorrow. I know that the audience can't either. Excited to see if Epic Gamer can take it. You know what? We're going to go back to freaking Rivington right now.
Dan, stay put real quick. I got a quick question for you guys. So going back to champion select in this game, you know, the bans were identical a lot of the time. You know, it's the first time we saw Zillion in, but they didn't ban Heimer. It's the first time you guys had the chance to play Heimerdinger. And you guys took a long time on that first pick where you're like, but it's Zillion, we have to take Zillion, let's run the strat, or were you really tempted to run a Heimer strategy? What was going on in champion select specifically?
Basically, champion select, we knew what beat us last game. It was just Nasus, he got out of control, and he's really good against Nasus, and he's really good against Yorick. So we had Yorick banned, so we took out the factor that caused us to lose last game, and the picks are pretty similar, and you throw in Zillion on top of that, Vayne's never going to die. Vayne's never going to die.
Vayne's never going to die.
That's pretty much how it works.
Pretty much how that one went. All right, well, excellent job there, and, you know, great job to you guys, of course. You know, you're on to the grand finals, guaranteed top 2 and $8,000. Awesome work, guys.
That's the doesn't suck part.
That's the doesn't suck part.
Yeah, taking that home. You know, all that hard work and dedication coming into play in this weekend. You know, they were having some, as we said, not so stellar games yesterday in practice. They went 4-0 versus TSM, so that's absolutely huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or 0-4, I should say.
All right, well, anyway, guys, thank you all again. In the audience and at home, thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's so many of you guys who've been loud. It's been great hearing you guys. And there's going to be, here we go, the schedule up on screen. You're going to see what's up next, 3:45 Eastern.
A little bit of Black Ops.
A little bit of that. And, of
Black
course,
Ops coming up with done in Golden Boy.
Yeah, do a bunch of reading. This is, of course, Eastern time for the schedule. So if you're in the West Coast, you know, subtract 3 hours. If you're in Europe, add 6 roughly. And here's the Sunday schedule as well. The winners final starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, and that's going to be 1700 Central European summertime, or I guess
right.
Have we gone back off daylight savings time now? Anyway, the math is there somewhere. Anyway, that is the schedule up there. We're going to have League of Legends 3 times. Number of times in a row. It's going to be amazing. So many good games here. Now, people were kind of expecting Reflex to drop out and get that 4th place, but the action has been intense. People have been trading games back and forth. These games